I originally was raised on the East Coast. I came from a very dysfunctional home environment. My childhood was completely surrounded by trauma. That's what I grew up learning as a child, was that the only way I could survive this world was to be silent. And I feel like that's actually something that has happened on a societal level. As injustice continues to grow, we become complicit because we think that our own preservation is through silence. And so my work for the last 8 years in Portland has been to really rip off that Band-Aid of silence and to really empower our community to make a difference. I've had the pleasure of working with so many different organizations. I was first, radicalized, inspired, activated during the Occupy Portland movement. From there, I've been involved in so many different great partnerships, including Portland Resistance, Know Your City, Brown Hope, Q Center. I've been the founder of many different nonprofits. I've worked within the public, nonprofit, and private sector. I'm only 27 years old. I'm turning 28 in just 6 days. So WDS being able to fund this project will be a really awesome birthday gift to me. The inspiring proposition that the Community Leadership Project has is to really turn the prospect of leadership on its head. I come from so many marginalized communities as a queer, Black person who has dealt with homelessness and poverty, knowing that current platforms of leadership were not designed for us. And so we are really looking at how do we recreate and how do we nourish new platforms for leadership that specifically center the most marginalized in our communities? And how do we also acknowledge the inalienable truth that these folks are already leaders? We don't need to find leaders, we don't need to grow leaders. Our leaders are already here. How do we actually cultivate and nourish those environments that make them successful? And so that's what the Community Leadership Project is. It's, incorporates, different, elements of, popular education, community accountability, and really allowing our leaders to self-determine where they grow in their leadership and ensuring that we are creating the most empowering and enriching environment as possible. It's great to be able to do this work through Q Center. We've already launched our inaugural cohort, our pilot project, and with the support of WDS, we really see this growing into a long-term paradigm shift for our community and really showing that queer and trans and Black, brown, and Indigenous leadership is resilient and it's powerful and it's not going to go anywhere. So I encourage you all to